Do you know Elsie Lincoln Benedict's Secrets of Success? We'll tell you all about them, but first, we have a story to tell you.
Indeed. So I used to have booths at expos. You know, I would be selling jewelry and all kinds of other products. And one of the things I really love to do at these events is walk around and meet the other vendors and see what's happening at the show. Okay, so I would always bring someone with me so that they could man my booth so I could go mingle, you know, because I actually got a lot of business done by going out and meeting other vendors. I would do almost as much business with other vendors as I did, you know, from the people visiting the show. One of the things I really love to do is observe, and I just in general love to do this. I love to observe people, you know, what is happening, you know, what are the dynamics going on in this space. And so I would just walk around the room or a whole facility, and I would look at all the vendors, and I'd look at how many people were at their booth. I'd look at what they're selling. I'd look at how they're selling it. I'd look at their signage. I'd look at all kinds of stuff. But one of the things I looked at was, you know, at this booth here, why is nobody buying there? You know, and this booth over here, why is there a swarm of people? You know, now sometimes it was because it was a very cool product that would cause a swarm of people, or they were having a giant sale, or, you know, there were reasons, and I like to find them because, you know, my background's industrial engineering. We like to look for the root cause of stuff. Okay. I mean, that's just how I'm wired. So, but then I would also look at these other booths, and there was no sale going on. There was nothing else. So I started observing the people. And there might be a person who was, like, you know, they had their head down. Maybe they were looking at their phone or reading a book or whatever they were doing. But they were almost putting off this aura, this energy of, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to you. Don't come near me. You know, that was kind of the vibe that you were getting from these people. And then you'd see these other people, and they would be like, hi, so great to meet you. And sometimes you could tell it was inauthentic, right? But some of them felt genuinely like they loved being there. They loved their products. They couldn't wait to share their products with you. And you were excited to meet them, you know? And it was just a difference in personality, difference in the vibe they were giving off. And the people that were not engaged, the people who were not giving people eye contact or not being friendly and saying hello or not saying, you know, can I help you? Do you have any questions? The people that were just being really shy and quiet were not making any money. Or if they did, it was very little compared to their next door neighbor who was just bringing in hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars. They're at the same place. The same people are walking through the room. That was the big difference. That was the huge, big difference. And so it was all about their mood.
Yep.
So Elsie Lincoln Benedict, that this video is all about, taught a lot of things about how to be successful. And one of her secrets, there's several secrets, I'm going to share a bunch of them with you right now, but one of her secrets was that how your predominant moods make your life and that you can change those. Okay? That was a thing. All right.
She had many rules for how you can change your moods, and a big one is that you want to stay away from political wranglings, all mobs, all quarrels, and all againster meetings. If you find yourself in that type of situation, rather than feeling the social pressure to hang out, just get out.
Right.
It's better for you and everybody else if you just get out of there. Because if they're getting along and they're, you know, doing their thing, then perfectly fine. You'll mess up their vibe because they're bringing you down, even if it's not on purpose. And so just the whole thing, just get out of there. And then if it's, you know, legitimately against her stuff, as she worded it, you know, we hate this group, we hate whatever, just don't engage in that.
No.
Sure, every now and then there are reasonable reasons to feel that way, but it's just, it doesn't get you anywhere.
It screws up your mood.
Yeah.
Being angry, being hateful, being, you know, always like blame and all that stuff. Like I have a whole other video where I talk about all that. But like, that is not the people you want to hang out with, and that is not how you want to be.
If you're not going to do that, What should you do instead? Well, another one of her rules is that you should mingle with optimistic, hopeful, inspiring people as much as possible. Seek them out.
Right.
So, if you have people in your life who are optimistic, even if it's like overboard for you a little bit, you should probably hang out with them anyway.
Right.
At least sometimes. And if you don't have anyone like that, you need to find them.
Right. I mean, she flat out says, seek them out.
Yeah,
right?
Find places that are uplifting and optimistic, because
Right.
you need to get some of that stuff in your head, especially if most of what you experience is not that.
Right. Because if you want to turn your life around, if you want your life to change, you have to change as well as the environment you put yourself in. Right? That's just the way that goes.
We are a subject of our environment, and the biggest part of our environment is the other people that we're interacting with there.
Right. You know, when they have that saying, I forget who said it, but they've said, you know, again and again and again, it's pretty true. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Okay, so you have to think about that.
Yeah. Do you spend...
Are they always unhappy? Are they always critical of you or life or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You can, on purpose, instill other people's thoughts in your head. Like, you can learn more about Elsie. You can read Elsie. You can do things where people that are talking about ways to change your life are adding to the input of what you have. So it doesn't have to be the people just that are around you physically.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It can be through reading. It can be through video. It can be through audio. It can be however you get information. You just find some people that can really make a difference in your life.
Yeah. You know, the internet is a great tool. It's a tool. It can be really horrible, or it can be really fantastic.
Right.
Depends on how you choose to use it.
Right. I mean, because we're doing lots of videos, I'm doing a lot of promotion on the different social media platforms that I have, right? One of them is Twitter/X, whatever they call it today, right? And I went on there to post about, you know, come watch one of our videos. And so I scrolled through my feed, and I was like, it was just
Anger,
it was
hatred,
almost all political, and I was I couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Yeah, it's been a cesspool for a while, and it's just getting worse. So.
It was over the top for me, and I'd scrolled through before. It was so much worse. Anyway, that's being an against her. I'm not going to be an against her about that.
And that's a good example of anybody can fall into it.
Right.
It's about the predominance of it.
Right. So it's like, okay, the minute you notice, okay, let's talk about something else now. Right. So another one of her teachings is learn from your past mistakes, but don't dwell on them. Right. How many people tell the story again and again and again about being a victim, or this awful thing happened, or the husband cheated, or, you know, the car wreck happened, or they lost their job, whatever it is, right? Whatever the pity party is about. And that's not where we can dwell, right? It happened, okay, but it's over. And now we have a choice to change our life in a positive direction. That cannot happen if you're constantly dwelling on the past.
So we've told you a bit about some of Elsie's teachings. She has way more that you'll get access to, and we'll show you how to do that shortly. But you might be curious about who Elsie was to begin with. She was a millionaire by the time she was 30. This is back in the 1920s, when that meant, bare minimum, she had about $17 million in today's cash. She was known as the Wonder Woman, and the world's best-known lecturer. And this is before the Wonder Woman superhero was a thing.
Right.
So maybe she inspired that character.
Or the name of it anyway.
At the very least, who knows? She taught personality, like analysis, how to look at people and learn about who they are by observation.
Yeah.
She taught practical psychology. She had a degree in psychology, I believe.
I think so.
And she taught the science of success.
Right. So we have a way for you to learn all of her teachings, right? There's 14 volumes, and until recently, only 7 were known. Okay? And through a crazy treasure hunt that cost $30,000, I believe,
at least,
to get the whole set, there's now access. Okay.
For the first time since she was teaching this stuff a
That's
century
right.
ago.
Because the way she used to do it is she would come to towns, teach a lecture, and then sell these little books in the back of the room, which were the teachings that she just taught people. Okay. So now we don't have access, but this is some of the best teaching on secrets of success, how to achieve your goals, how to be a happy, healthy, more successful person that I've ever read. And I've been reading this stuff for like 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Let's show you how to...
show you how to sign up for the free challenge. Okay. So if you use the link in the description or in the comments, you will be taken to this page right here, which is it's on our website. Okay. And you put your name here and your email here. And when you click this link, it will take you to the sign up for the challenge page. But what I want to show you on this page is if you scroll down, first of all, what you can see are these 14 volumes. These are the originals owned by Russell Brunson, who put together this
epic online library that is called Secrets of Success.
Right. So it's a mastermind, it's a podcast, it's a treasure trove of very hard to find and sometimes impossible to find, really fabulous teaching. So if you listen to the stories we were telling and you think, well, maybe I'm the person that's not in the good mood, this is a great place for you to go so that every single day you can feed your mind with positive thoughts from people who can help you be more healthy, more happy, more successful, and whatever that looks like for you, right? And then at the bottom, we have all kinds of fabulous gifts, special bonuses that we're giving you absolutely for just all you have to do is try out the Elsie Lincoln Benedict challenge. Okay. So that's 3 days of training and interviews related to Elsie and some of her teachings. They're no cost. Okay. You get all these bonuses and you get the challenge absolutely free. So once you click this button, it takes you to this page right here. And once again, you'll see the same lovely little books. You get to see a little picture of Elsie. And on this page, you're going to click this button. It's going to pop up a screen asking once again for your email and your name and email. And then when you click that, it will take you here into the challenge. And it's a 3-day challenge. Day 1 is Russell Brunson interviewing Joe Vitale and then them teaching about
Elsie.
Because
it turns out Joe Vitale is a huge fan of Elsie.
Massive fan of Elsie. And so this is day 1 with this interview. And like I said, there's 2 more after this. It's a 3-day thing. And they're all fabulous. In fact, I think it's the second one where Elsie Lincoln Benedict's actual great-granddaughter is online and tells us a lot more about this incredible lady that I'd never heard of. And she's sort of the matron of New Thought.
Yeah, she's kind of the progenitor, and it kind of, looking into it, it looks more and more like guys like Napoleon Hill kind of just read her stuff. And
it sounds like, Dale Carnegie and Napoleon Hill and some of these people really were influenced by her teaching.
Yeah. Because you're serious about your future, Secrets of Success is for you. You'll love all the bonuses that you'll get when you sign up for the 3-day challenge using our link. Because you made it this far in the video, clearly you'll like our future videos as well, so give this one a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.
Until next time.